Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto.
Parents, I don't believe any of us would ever say that we would do anything to hinder our children in their salvation. But I'm afraid it is the case sometimes by our actions or words or such as that, by the things that we do and the places that we go. If we're not careful, that's exactly what we're doing. Do you know there's great condemnation in that? Our Lord said, for example, in Matthew 18 and verse 6, "But whosoever shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it will be better for him to have a millstone to be hanged about his neck than he to be drowned in the depth of the sea." The basic idea behind Jesus speaking there is to say that if you hinder, that is offend, likewise we could translate the word hinder, if you hinder one of my children from coming unto me, you've done a terrible deed. You are worthy of nothing but death. Now certainly, as I said earlier, we're not necessarily doing anything consciously, I hope, to hinder our children, especially as Christian parents. But again, through our actions and through our mishaps, we oftentimes do that. But you know, the responsibility on young children falls on the parents and them primarily. And of course, no matter what we do, we're not going to cause them to lose their soul necessarily at young ages. But as they grow older, they likewise have some responsibility in this too. That's perhaps why Paul wrote something like this to the Galatians in Galatians 5 and verse 7. He said, "Ye did run well. Who did hinder you that you should not obey the truth?" You see, as parents, we have to be careful not to hinder our children, but at the same time, we ourselves, as we are adults, and they, as they grow older, when they have opportunity to obey the gospel, they can't point fingers and say, well, so-and-so hindered me, or my parents weren't good examples, or the people around me, they just weren't good people, or such as that. No, we can't do that. We can't allow anything to hinder us from obeying the gospel. It is by far the most important decision that we'll make. It is by far the most important thing that we'll ever do, and it leads us to the greatest and most important place we'll ever live, and that's called heaven. Friends, I want to encourage you today, when you look around you, even if you're a Christian, whether you be young or old, adult or what have you, when you look around you, number one, don't hinder anybody in the way that you live, but number two, please, please, do not allow anyone to hinder you. If you serve God and God alone, those around you will matter very little. This has been your Fortunes of Faith, and I pray that you'll have a great day.